All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another VOD review. Today we have a hard stuck GM3 Magik and Angela. They say, I placed GM3 and have been hard stuck there the entire season on both accounts. I main Magik, but I can flex to Angela and pretty much any support since I used to be a support main. I've hit Celestial 3 twice, but both times it was on the last day of the season, so it never felt stable or repeatable. I genuinely want to improve and stop hovering in the same rank. Here's a match where I felt completely hopeless. I'm looking for honest feedback on what I could have done better. Whether it was hero choice, positioning, tempo, anything else. Alright. So, yeah. One tip to begin with, I want to start off by saying is like, there's a lot of people climbing right now with negative win rates. And so a lot of games are kind of necessary to blast through that. So don't take it too hard. You know, be careful with stuff. Like, don't worry about loss streaks too much. Just try to focus on like what you can do to better yourself, and let's get in there. All right. I don't like that portal. We're already using a portal in a spot and not a great chain. Portal's not terrible. Okay, by the time we've engaged, we're already down a portal. And then we try to get out on the way out. Not good. So, just as an overarching view, this is an ability-based hero shooter, right? And so the way that you interact with the game is by using these abilities. And if you use them incorrectly, even once or twice, you're losing out on value that you could have gotten. So over here, we use the chain, which is like, it's a 20-second cooldown, right? And we just kind of like throw it out willy-nilly. Whereas if we use that chain and then dive on the people who are chained, we're going to get way more value, right? So then when we go in later, we don't have it when we need it. And then we're kind of spamming portals willy-nilly. We go in with only one portal, and then on the way back out, something you really want to be careful of is you don't want to leave right down the middle, right? So if you look at like the map layout, right, we have hard walls here and here. And the way that you left, you went right down the middle, right? There's no cover. And since you only have one portal, this is like a really bad idea. So you want to try to hug the walls a bit more, especially on your escape. I know this map is kind of difficult, but that's why it's really important that you need both portals. So let's keep going and see if those mistakes repeat themselves. So our Emma died. We traded a tank for a DPS. We have a bit of an advantage if we slow play here. Okay. Another down, another DPS. Okay, now our tank is back, so it's time to go in. Also, I missed this. Hang on. Once again, we just kind of throw our chain out. Like, that team up can be really good in the right hands, but since we're just like throwing it out, we don't get any value out of it. Don't mind that. That's fine. I like this skin. I didn't know it had good sound effects. You gotta cost money, huh? Alright. Nice. Yeah, we're just like throwing portals out for no reason. Bad habit. Alright, let's see. So we're right down main. We're down one portal. And then we walk forward and die. So let me break it down in this way real quick before we continue. Every single map in Marvel Rivals is made in this way to where it splits the map in three. Okay, you have left, you have main, and you have right. Okay, the way Magik plays, she wants to dance between left and right, or she wants to dance between main and one of the sides. Pretty much always. So she's like hugging a wall here. She'll go in and attack and then get back out to the side. She'll hug the wall here. She'll go in and attack and then get back out. And the way it works is it's something like that. Where you've been playing, you've been right here pretty much the whole game, right down the center of main. And because of that, you're taking the same amount of damage of people who are supposed to play there, like Emma and Strange. Those characters, they have way bigger health bars, they have shields, they have bubbles, they have movement abilities that Magik just doesn't have. Okay. Once again, we just throw out the chain with no plan of a follow-up. I like that. I don't mind that. And then once again, so here, let's see. I don't mind trying to clean up the kills on White Fox, but as you're doing this, you never want to put yourself with your back to the enemy team. And then once again, it's the same thing, right? We have a spot here, right down main, and look where you end up. You end up right in the middle of all the cover everywhere. So try to hug walls more, use a bit more cover, avoid the middle of the map. We're down a DPS. Nice. Now we're even. Once again, we throw out 20-second cooldown. For no reason. See, now that chain cooldown would actually be pretty nice. Right here. Right here. Now we have two people who are in our backline and people are peeling for them. Now the value of you throwing the chain here is significantly higher. Okay. This is their cloak and our Luna. I don't mind this ult. Okay. Your team just cleans up. You get the kill anyway. Nice. Okay. Too deep. Too deep. Okay, get back out. Not right down main. Get out. Good. I just had an Angela ult as I ult, so they couldn't counter cloak ult, and that play won us a game. Based. That's good. I heard that Magik can't get healed while in her portal. Yeah, she's fully invincible. Like, she's completely out. You have to wait until she's back. That's a perfect example. Exactly what you did of, like, maybe not perfect example, but that's a much better example, right? So we have main and we have right, and you hugged the wall and right, you got in, and then you got out close to the wall. You weren't right down the middle, and because of that, you were able to survive. Oh, get out. That's just map knowledge. Part of Magik is understanding, like, how her movement works. She mostly walks, and then if there's weird geometry on the map, you're kind of forced into using your uppercut to move, so you want to try to avoid those spots on the map. Throwing out the chain. Oh, dive. Yeah, just go in. Nice. Good. Yeah, I don't like this. So this is something that I talk about a lot, and I know a lot of people disagree with me in lower ranks. But if you look at high ranks and you watch high rank people, whenever they get a team fight clear like this, what you don't want to do is sit back on cart. I know there's a Spidey diving your team, but you're not the character to chase down a Spidey anyway. What I want you to do is I want you to find a choke point on the map, and I want you to prepare to stop people coming through this, okay? So Magik can sit up here. She can sit over here. She can sit up here sometimes, depending on how the map is. She can sit down here. And I want you to prepare and get into a spot that you're ready. Because the time that you waste coming back here is time that you could have been spent using your portals and your dash, and then sitting there and then getting those back and being ready. This is just not aggressive enough, in my opinion. Okay. Uh-oh. Dead. So now that we didn't do that beforehand, now instead of engaging this Moon Knight here, right, where you engage and then you can dash up and out, now we're engaging here. and then you use your dash to get in. Is that right? Let's see. We use our dash to get in, and then we have no escape plan. And then instead of trying to get out back the way we came, we try to get out down B. And that puts us as an easy target. Not good. Dude, comboing ults is so good. Actually amazing. Okay, I don't mind this. Okay, I love that. You look back for your team. Make sure you're not going in by yourself. Amazing. You know how rare that is? In, throw out our chain for no reason. Okay, now it's time to either die or get out. Yeah, bad habit. All right, so whenever you ult as Magik, you need to have a plan in place before you do anything. So we get the kill on Strange. And I get the feeling that you're just like, you know, it's time to go. And so you ult, which is not a bad timing, but we have to look at where people are before we ult. Because by the time you actually start doing damage, everybody kind of disappears, and then it is what it is. It's tough, but that's part of like getting better, is seeing where people are going to escape to. Nice, get out. Okay, let's see. What could we have done better? Let's do some theory crafting. So what's the situation here? Our ult just ended. Let's see. Who's on our team? We have Moon Knight. Luna is not dead. Invis is dead. So we're down a support. On their team, they're down a support, and Spidey's in your back line. Their Strange is pretty far back. So I'd say we have a little bit of momentum here. Their Moon Knight's half dead. Missing that dash is pretty bad. And then going in without a dash is bad. So something that I tend to tell people is understand like how you get value and when you can no longer get value, right? So here, it's like, if you hit the dash on this Moon Knight, you get the kill and you're safe. Positive value, right? They die, you live. Positive value for your team. Now, we miss the dash, which happens. They have a Moon Knight ult. We're down people. And so right here, I would look at this situation and be like, okay, I don't have a dash. I'm down one portal, and I'm down a support. I'm going to wait for my team until I can get value. So just wait here. But instead, we don't recognize, we don't want to let it go, right? We're like, oh, I need to get back in there and like get value. It's like, no, I already got some value. I got, you know, we killed the Strange. We got another kill. Let's just get out, wait for a second, and then get in when I can. But we kind of force it, right? Also, just as a side note, even though you don't have a dash, you're down a support, look how much value you get from the chain in the right situation, right? This is a great use of chain. You bring two people close together, you're doing damage to both of them, and you almost get a kill. You actually do get a kill. Literally just from using your cooldown properly. So imagine now you have the dash on top of it, and then you dash back up to here, and then portal, and then you're safe. Now you've gotten the kill, and you're back, you're alive. And now you have time to let your cooldowns come back. I've started using the chain at the end of my combo to confirm the kill. That's good too. I've seen people do that as well. It's kind of like Cap's shield. His shield throw. Like the big one. Okay. Nice reactions. Alright, so as far as doing your job, Magik can peel, she can brawl, and she can dive. You have to pick the right situation for each of those jobs, right? So she can peel, but one of the characters that she can't really do much against is actually Spidey, because Spidey's so fast. The only thing you can really realistically do is hit your dash, hit him with an uppercut, or maybe even the chain, and then get him to run away, and that's it. And even then, you're like full committing to peel. So if you look and you see a situation like this where Spidey's like going away, this is just like not your job, and you need a portal back and like go do stuff over here. There's just no reason. So because of that, we waste a lot of time like not really doing anything. And then by the time we get back, we're already low health, and then we just get hit. Angela. I love Angela. Angela's great. We have 1 minute left. Our team is low. Okay, we're down people. We have a lot of people in our spawn. Yeah. Angela is definitely a character that I think can chase down Spidey and be pretty annoying to him. The way you do it though is you want to like, yeah, you want to be near your supports, and then when Spidey comes in, you can shield, and then you can kidnap him back. You can also spear him, and then he can't get out. Nice. There we go. Okay, we're down a tank. They're down a Spidey, so we have to wait. We only have 30 seconds, so if you die here, that's probably game over for your team. I don't even mind this. I don't like this. Of all the characters to be 1v1 against, Punisher's is a really scary one. I mean, you make it work. You take those. The touch. Got a touch. 3. Okay, now that we touched, it's going to be an overtime for sure. Oh. Yeah. Not bad. Yeah. Wow, that actually works. Okay, so that's not going to work. That's not going to work in Celestial. It's not going to work any higher. So when you're kidnapping as Angela, you do not have a lot of charge, okay? So it's really important to build up your charge all the way if you can. Here we almost do. And then the second most important thing is you want to start this charge as close to the person that you're kidnapping as possible while still getting a reliable pin. So hitting him from this far away is a lot easier, but you can only pick them up and take them like 2 feet if you do this, right? Look at your charge meter by the time you actually touch the cloak right here. And so because of that, you move them from there to here instead of from there like all the way over here. I mean, this cloak is terrible, and that's why they're also, you know, down here in like high diamond, low GM. That's the only reason it works. Also, yeah, we got to prioritize the point. Okay, let's see Angela now.
Help get that vehicle to its destination.
See how we can get value. Too far. You're gonna get punished for this. As you play up, right? As you're getting better, you're playing against better and better opponents. Right here, if you do something like this, let's see, do they have anything? The Spidey is going to pull you in. He's already in this area. He's gonna pull you down. Your White Fox is gonna go into melee form and then keep you here and stun you out of it. And then the Strange is going to back up and shield right here, and you're going to die. But be really careful as Angela where you go. All right, I don't think we're paying attention to our health bar as a tool here. So when you're playing a tank mostly, but it works for other characters, your health bar becomes like invaluable as a resource. So right here, your health bar goes down and it's not coming back up. It's still not coming back up. It's still not coming back up. Hasn't gone back up yet. went back up a tiny bit, so they're kind of looking at you. You can't go in at half health. So what this is telling you is, first of all, your supports aren't looking up. So if you want healing, you either need to go to a health pack, or you need to fly down to here in front of them and stand still by cover so they heal you. Right here, I think, is great. You just stand here for a second and there. The second thing it's telling you is, I need to slow my pacing down, right? If I go in at half health, I'm more likely to die. So I need to wait, get to full health, and then go in there. Once again, like, these are the mistakes that are going to get punished by people who are better. The Spidey's dead. Go low. Get your health back. We're still going in at, like, not full health. We trade DPS. Nice. I like the attempt. Once again, we start way too far back. We have so much downtime. We're not really, like, doing much of anything. There we go. Wait. So, the way Angela gets value is a couple ways. She can, number one, she can kidnap a tank, right? So you take a tank or somebody who's playing too close. Like this White Fox would be a great example. You pick them up and you drop them in your backline so your team can kill them. Okay, that's really important, that last sentence, so your team can kill them. It doesn't do anything if you pick up an enemy tank who wants to walk forward and who has the advantage right now and wants to get close anyway. The second thing is by assassinating a target. This play style still technically works, but it's a little bit harder now because of the changes to her. But you take a character like Cloak or a DPS like Punisher, who you did this to earlier. You pick them up and you isolate them away from their team. You go into your axe form, you kill them, and then you get back out, right? And then the last thing is you do the kind of like look at me play style, where you look around, you fly around, and you make the enemy team look at you. You kind of kidnap people, you push them around, and then you just pull aggro, so that way your front line can push forward and take some space. So what I'm seeing here is like, we're kind of just flying around. We don't really have a solid goal in mind. So we need to look for opportunities for one of those three things, right? Where it's like, okay, my team is trying to take some space. I'm going to go in their backline. I'm going to make them look at me and make it easier for my Emma to walk forward. Or I see a DPS who's isolated. I'm going to go assassinate them. I see a tank who's pushed too far up that we could probably kill if they're out of position. But instead, we're just like kind of flying around and we're not really like gathering information or seeing how we can play with our team. Here, I think we get a kill. Like, this is a perfect example of what I was talking about, where we push the Strange in, but they already have a huge advantage. Our supports are low. Our Moon Knight is nowhere to be found, still walking back. Our Scarlet Witch is dead, and their team has full health, and they're only down 1, right? So they have big momentum. This Strange actually wants to walk forward, and so you bring him right to your supports. If he's good, he's actually not even... He's going to ignore you. He's going to push you in, and then he'll be like, hey, look, a half-dead Invis and a half-dead Cloak. I'm going to turn here. There's the Cloak. Boom. Both of your supports are just dead here. Luckily, he's also bad. But he gets the kill anyway, on accident. Okay, now your team is dead, so it's time to get out. Yeah. Gotta just accept that it's time to get out. Not fight there.
The vehicle reached a checkpoint. Keep up the momentum.
Okay, this is a great opportunity for an assassination. He's by himself. Unfortunate. But he's no longer by himself. We gotta get out. Good. Health isn't coming up. That's a decent opportunity. They take advantage of it, though. But once again, it's like we start our charge from so far back. So you barely move him at all.
Judge, jury, executioner! By the eye of Agamotto!
Yeah, I don't mind this. Fine, get the kill. Okay, now take a second to look at your team and make sure you know what's going on. So something you can do is try to find like a watchtower like outpost. So if you fly as Angela and you go sit up here and you just sit here and you look and you watch what's going on. Now you see the Spidey. Oh, there's an opportunity. Boom. Go in and fly, right? But if we're like constantly flying around and like looking, you just lose out on those opportunities. Okay, trying to assassinate the cloak. It doesn't work, so we just got to get out. And our whole team died. Happens. So get all the way out. Good. Maybe even pick up a health pack. Oh, don't get distracted. Get out. Your life is more valuable. Get out. Oh. Yeah. So now we stagger. That's really bad. Just get out. It's a trap.
Sorry, you made this almost there. Don't turn back now.
Okay, got a touch here. I just ult the first thing you see. Ult. Nice. Slam down. Great. Huge. So something that I see a lot of people who are like learning Angela is they do this kidnap up. And let me show you what it looks like, okay? So here, what you're gonna see here is you're gonna take this Punisher and you're gonna go like this instead of taking the Punisher and going like this. And it makes a huge difference. This, you get this much extra distance out of your kidnap if you don't take people up. So watch what happens. You go up and he lands pretty much exactly here, right? Instead of over this way. Now in this scenario, it's not actually the worst thing because he's so isolated by himself anyway. But this extra distance here, it makes a huge difference. So try not to take people up. The other thing with that is the ideal combo for kidnapping people is you kidnap them and then you go into your axe form, right? And so if you kidnap Punisher like this, now if you try to go into your axe form and do the combo as quick as possible, you'll actually beat him to the ground and then you won't get damage on him. You'll have to wait for him to fall down. So you want to bring people straight forward and do the combo. In fact, I can show you, but I think you're probably kind of sure you get it. What are you thinking, Lord? Fire Lord. Just get out? That's fair. Yeah, we got to get out at some point. Oh, my Lanza, you're... Okay. This is a situation where you can tell you're not really a tank player. If you're a tank player, you know how, like, the tank duo works. If you're duoing with somebody, the way it works is you guys kind of rotate, right? So imagine you have, like, a Magneto and a Strange. That's probably the easiest example, right? So Magneto's out there first. He takes about half of his health bar worth of damage. Then he pops up his curtain. Then the curtain goes down. His health bar is up to, like, 70%. Now it goes down to like 50%, and then he uses his bubble. So now he doesn't have his bubble, and he doesn't have his curtain, and his health is only at 50%. Now as the other tank, if you're playing Strange, you know, okay, it's my turn. So Magneto's going to back up, and I'm going to walk forward, and now I'm going to use my health bar. My health bar starts going down. Now I'm going to pop up my shield. That starts going down. My health bar goes back up. Now I'm going to use my health bar a little bit more. Okay, now my shield's down, and my health is down. Now it's my time to back up. And now the Magneto walks forward and he has his curtain back and he's full health again and he has his bubble. And so we kind of rotate. So seeing this as an MMA myself, kind of, Seeing my Emma way too deep, got pulled out of position, already used diamond form, I'm thinking I need to relieve the pressure on my Emma or she's going to die. So I would literally run up here and I would shield her off and help her back up. Or I would try to kidnap one of these people away. I would try to relieve the pressure. Hopefully your Emma lives this. All right, the enemy team's terrible. Oh, wow. Yikes. Okay, time to get out. Once again, we're not paying attention to our health bar. We're half health. We gotta get out. You're so greedy. Okay. All of this is because we didn't get out earlier. So as we're doing this, the other thing you need to keep in mind is the resources that you're taking up, okay? Both from the enemy team and your team. So here, Invis is healing you and she's not healing other people. And Cloak is healing you and she's not healing other people as well, right? They're probably going to use a window on you. So you've taken up a window. I think Invis should have used her shield on you, but she did. Yep. So you've used Invis's shield and Cloak's window. Those are resources that they now need to spend on you that they can't spend on other people. Not to say that's necessarily a bad thing in general, and it's going to get punished right away, but it is something to keep in mind that, like, you're taking up resources. Okay. Righty just randomly gets killed.
Us against the world.
No. Okay, so this is a situation where the fight is already lost. So we're trying to fly back to our team. Let's see. Everybody's still alive. We're actually up 2 DPS, but they have a support ult, so we can't kill them. Unless we get really lucky and they're bad. And now they have a DPS ult, and that kills 2 people. So right here, I think it's worth trying to kill the Cloak. Once this bubble comes out, we gotta recognize, like, okay, I'm not killing this Cloak. It's not happening. My character literally cannot kill the Cloak unless she falls over and, like, a miracle happens. So we're down 3. Just get out. Once again, just like, the fight's over. Prioritize your life. Fly up. Get the health pack on the way out. Go over here and get ready for the next fight. So this is a dire get out situation. And the reason that we do this is because this is actually how staggers happen. Most people think staggers are caused by people running in and 1v6ing. That does happen, but in my experience of VOD reviewing a ton of people, it happens very rarely. This happens all the time, where the fight is over, right? And now instead of dying really quickly or getting out really quickly, we're extending that. And watch what happens. By the time you die, now 2 other people have died. Good Lord, I can't believe you're alive. And now somebody else has died trying to save you. And now we die anyway. And we've already missed a whole nother fight. Whereas what could have happened is you get out, you show up here. Now your invis doesn't try to run in to save you. Let's see if that actually happened. So this is what it looks like from the other person's perspective, right? Where it's like, look, my Angela's still in there. She needs help. I'm going to go try to help. And then they die. But instead, if you were standing up here, they could heal you from there, right? She heals you from there, and she doesn't feel the need to run in. And then you're full health, and then you can just dash right in because you're Angela. All these decisions, they just have cascading effects. I like this. This is great. Get the kill, maybe. Nice. Perfect. He's out of position. You punish it. Great. I think here... Oh, another person out of position. Drop him. Punish him. Dead. Great. 2 kills. Yeah, that's kind of a lack of respect here. Here it's like, okay, I'm going in for a kidnap, but I don't have my full bar, and I don't have a clear target. Punisher just disappears. This is another situation where it's like, all right, I didn't get my value. I'm going to not turn a bad situation into a worse situation. Just get out. Instead, we try to kidnap anyway. And just get bopped. Oh no. Okay, we're down 3. We're down 3 and we do not have a lot of time. Now it's the situation where it's like, I need to touch at the very last possible second. So I'm going to make sure I don't die. I'm going to fly up here to where nobody can see me, and I'm going to wait. I'm going to give my team as much time as possible to respawn and get ready, and then touch at the last possible second. Now we go in 1v6. Now we lose all our health. Now we have to waste time healing up, and then touch when we only have less than 200 health. Now, look at the situation, though. If you had waited, your team has 6 ults. That whole time, if you just sat up here and then touched, then ulted, now everybody's ulting all together. But we just go in a little too early. Like, imagine if this Moon Knight was ulting on top of an Angela ult and people are trapped in. Okay. Still clean up. Power of 6 ults, I guess. We used 4 of them. Luckily, Scarlet Witch got hers canceled, so we still have 3. So now I need to be thinking, like, okay, I want a combo with Scarlet Witch. Oh, nice. I love it. Get out, get out, get out. Ooh. Gotta have sound on. One of the scariest sounds in this game is Judge, Jury, Executioner. That sound. Good lord. Gotta touch, gotta touch, gotta touch. I like this. Just survive, just survive. Fly around. That's all you got, yeah. Kind of all you really can do. And that should be it. Okay, so I mean a lot there. We went over a lot of concepts. So don't be afraid to like go back into the video and like write things down and take it like a section at a time, because we did go over a lot of concepts. But yeah, overall with Angela, you need to get out when you're not getting value. You need to recognize like the situations where you can get value, and then don't try to force things when you can't get value. So anyway, I hope this helps. Thank you so much. Take care. God bless. Catch you in the next one. Bye.